My dear students of class 10, today we will discuss another poem of Robert Frost, and the name of the poem is Fire and Ice. Okay, we have already discussed about Robert Frost. There we have seen that Robert Frost, in one hand, minutely presented nature, right? He glorified the objects of nature, and in another hand, he talked about the human follies, means the problems of human beings, right? And the problems of the society at large, right? Means problems of his contemporary society. Okay. Before reading this poem, you have to understand two important things. What are these? There are two predominant theories about the end of the world, right? So there are two groups of people. One group of people used to believe that one group of people used to believe that this earth will end in fire, means the temperature of this earth will increase and everything will be burned, and then everyone will be perished, right? Another group of people, they used to means describe, or they believe that this world will freeze till all the species of this flora and fauna, like plants and wildlife inhabiting the earth, become extinct, right? So the ice formation, right? And then everyone will be perished. Now Robert Frost took this idea, right, and then he presented these two ideas metaphorically or symbolically in this particular poem, right? He talked about the human emotions, right? Here in this poem, fire and ice, these are not only these fire and ice, but two different objects, two different entity, right? He is personifying fire and ice. According to him, fire means desire, right, or passion, or want, or greed, right, or lust of human beings, right? Or high ambition, that is fire, right? So fire denotes high ambition or desire. Okay, that's why sometimes we used to say the person is burning with desire, means very much ambitious. You can take the example of Hitler, right? He was very much ambitious, and that calls his doomsday, means he was perished, he was destroyed for his high ambition, right? Means he was not satisfied with his power. He wanted to rule, he wanted to rule over everyone, and that called his doomsday. Okay. Another thing, that is ice. Ice is here representing hatred, indifference, coldness, right? So that is also very bad. Means nowadays this thing is prevalent in our society also, that one community hates another community, right? This will also end in destruction, right? So extreme condition is very bad. The point is, extremity is not good. Fire, that is the extreme condition, right? And ice, another extreme condition, right? So the poet Robert Frost is presenting these two ideas in terms of human beings, or from the perspective of human beings, right? So let's start the poem. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice, right? Means this, there's some people who used to say that the world will end in fire. Fire means due to the desire, passion, high ambition, greed, lust. So, due to all these things, the world will end. How? Due to this high ambition, desire, you will think to overpower something, to dominate, to get something that is beyond your reach, and that will end, right, in destruction, or that will result, or that will lead to war, and that will call your doomsday, right? And some say in ice. Ice means hatred, right? Coldness, indifference. Means if we hate others, that group also will hate us, and that will result in chaos, problem, and that will lead to war, fighting, and that will lead to destruction. That's why the poet is saying that some say the world will end in fire, and some say in ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. Now the poet is giving his own opinion, that from what I have tasted of desire, what I have experienced of desire, means I saw these two things, and what I have experienced, desire, passion, high ambition, I hold with those who favor fire. Means I hold with those who are in the favor that the world will end in fire. Means that is the most destructive force, that is desire, right? So I favor this group of people who believe that the world will end in fire, means due to this desire, high ambition, right? So fire is the fire, or that desire, passion, want, just the driving force to end this world. Then he is giving another option, that is, but if it had to perish twice, perish means die, destroy, twice means for the second time, I think I know enough of hate. Means first time it will end in fire, Fire means desire, passion, want, greed. Now, the second time, if it had to perish, if the world had to destroy, right? If we had to die, the second time, I think I know enough of eyes. Means eyes, that is hatred, coldness, indifference, also enough to destroy this world. To say that for destruction, eyes is also great. Means to say for the destruction of this world, eyes is also great. But that is less destructive than fire, right? So hatred, which is the second position, is also great according to the poet, and would suffice, be sufficient. Hatred, coldness, indifference, these are also sufficient to destroy this world, right? So the poet is actually criticizing these two negative aspects of human mind, that is desire and hatred, right? This will only lead to the destruction, right? So if we have to proceed, we have to discard, reject these two negative things from our character, right? We have to imbibe, bring positivity, positive qualities in our character, in our mind, to proceed, right? Okay, now we will discuss about the figures of speech or rhetorics. Okay, so the first figure of speech is enjambment. Enjambment, that I already discussed in the last video, that is the continuation of a sentence beyond one line without any pause, right? So you can see the first line is continued, first sentence is continued till the second line without any pause, and third line is continued till the fourth line without any pause, and the sixth line, right? Sixth line is continued till the last line without any pause. That's why enjambment, enjambment, enjambment. Okay, then next figure of speech is personification. Means to inject the qualities of human beings in any inanimate object, to assume something, some non-living object as living object. Here fire and ice, these are the two objects are regarded as living objects. That's why personification, fire and ice. Then next figure of speech is alliteration. Okay, so alliteration, here the repetition of same letter or same sound, right, in the adjacent words or closely connected words. So if you look at the two words, some say, you can find S letter is repeated at the beginning of the sentence. That's why alliteration. Next figure of speech is anaphora. That is repetition of some expression, some sentence or some phrase, right? Here you can find some say. This is the one expression that is being repeated in the first line and the second line. Means the first two lines you can find this expression. That's why the example of anaphora. Okay class. Thank you.